Hold on tight, Chiefs Kingdom. You won't believe what went down in this game. A shocking strategy shift and a victory that's got everyone talking. The Chiefs didn't rely on their typical offensive juggernaut. They did something completely unexpected. Want to know how it worked? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will leave you speechless. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Alright, Chiefs fans, let's dive deep into what went down this Friday night, because what we saw was nothing like we've ever seen before. The Chiefs, known for their high-powered offense, made a decision that left us all scratching our heads. They barely ran the ball and still came out victorious. Now, let's make something clear. This team is a powerhouse. We've seen them dominate with their explosive plays, especially with Patrick Mahomes leading the charge. But this time, things looked a bit different. When the run game wasn't working, Andy Reid didn't panic. He didn't let the defense throwing an extra defender in the box overwhelm him. Instead, Reid made a decision that changed the entire flow of the game. What did he do? He limited the run game and turned to the Chiefs' bread and butter, the passing game. With the Raiders focused on stopping the run, Andy Reid leaned into quick, short passes. Not the deep bombs we usually see, but quick throws that help move the chains efficiently. And you know what? It worked. We saw Mahomes throwing quick, precise passes, and the offense started to click again, even though the run game wasn't providing those big chunks of yardage we're used to seeing. Now, let's talk about the red zone. The Chiefs didn't exactly excel in the red zone, but Reid wasn't worried. He knew that in these situations, sometimes the quick passing game is the answer. And sure enough, it was. They moved the ball, and while it wasn't pretty, the Chiefs managed to capitalize when it mattered most. But here's the real story, the running backs. We got to see Isaiah Pacheco back in action after a long stint on injured reserve, and although he didn't get many carries, he made them count. His 34-yard rush was the longest run of the season, and that play came at a crucial time, sparking the offense when they needed it most. The big question here is, what does this mean for the Chiefs moving forward? While the run game might not have been a huge factor in this win, the fact that they were able to adapt and still get the job done is a testament to their versatility. They don't need to be one-dimensional, they can win in different ways. And don't forget about Kareem Hunt's presence in the backfield. He didn't have a ton of carries, but he showed he can still contribute when needed. These backs, even if not heavily used, can play key roles when called upon. This game might have been a turning point for them. And let's talk about Reid. Once again, he proved why he's one of the best in the business. When the run game wasn't working, he didn't just force it. He adapted. He switched gears, trusting his passing game to lead the way. He didn't panic. He played the long game, thinking about the season, not just the game at hand. This kind of coaching, where you think about the bigger picture, is what will carry the Chiefs deep into the playoffs. As a Chiefs fan, I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty confident about where this team is headed. I mean, watching Andy Reid make those in-game adjustments, that's what sets him apart. It's one thing to have a game plan, but it's another thing to adapt and make sure your team can execute in any situation. And that's exactly what he did. When the run game wasn't working, Reid didn't panic. He trusted his team to adjust, and they delivered. Watching Mahomes hit those quick throws, knowing that he could trust his receivers to get open, was a thing of beauty. And that's what gives me so much hope for this team going forward. If they can keep this versatility, there's no stopping them. What we saw was a glimpse of a team that's not just about one strategy. They're about being ready for anything, and that's how you win championships. You don't get stuck in one plan, you adapt, and you find ways to win, no matter what. And the running backs? Pacheco's big run reminded me just how dangerous this backfield can be. They might not have been the focus this game, but we all know what they're capable of when they get going. With Pacheco, Hunt, and the rest of the crew back there, this team has the potential to be unstoppable. Bottom line, this team is ready for the stretch run. They've proven they can win in different ways, and that's what will carry them through the rest of the season. We've got the offense, we've got the coaching, and we've got the mindset. Chiefs Kingdom, we're in for a wild ride. So, what's the takeaway? The Chiefs are versatile. They can win with their offense, but they can also adjust when necessary. The passing game might have been the star of the night, but don't forget about the contributions from the run game. It's all about being prepared for any situation.